In 2001, this guy right here in the corner, Eric Weihenmayer, all right, he got to the pinnacle. He got to the peak of Mount Everest. Incredible feat. At that time, we had about 6 billion people on the planet, and there was less than 1,500 people that had summited Mount Everest. Not only that, he went on to every single continent around the world and hiked their highest peak. It's called the 7 Summits, right? Incredible. What an incredible journey. But the very interesting point, it wasn't that he got his body ready, that he got his mind ready, that he went up and he did all this. Like other people have done that. This guy's 100% blind. He is blind, right? He did all of this without being able to see, but being blind doesn't mean that he didn't have vision, right? He had a vision. He had a goal. He put it in his head. He knew the direction. He had a map. He was going towards this goal of going to the top of the highest peak on this planet. And he accomplished that because he stuck to his vision. And what I really want to break down here in the opening part of the TTP Live here, the Brent Daniels live show here is, what is your vision? Do you have a vision? Is it written down? What's the difference between a goal and a vision, right? Now, I want to break this down real simply. Check this out. This is it. This is what I'm talking about. When you're talking about building a vision, especially as a real estate entrepreneur, right? Of course, when we start out, we want to go out there and we want to do as much as we can. We want to find as many opportunities as we can. But then we start building, and then this starts to become a real company, a real business, right? We're not just a solopreneur. We're really looking at what is the big vision? What are we going to be in a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now? Now, I don't want to get stuck in this visionary type of conversation where we just get stuck thinking and we don't do enough action. That's not what I'm talking about. But if you combine both, right, having the vision and taking serious action, that's where real businesses get built, right? And it breaks down to 4 parts. And I want you to investigate this. I really want you to crack this open inside your beautiful brains and look at this and go, okay, what do I need here to really create this rounded vision? Because if you know where you're going and you know that it has impact and you know that it's important, it keeps you on the right path and it stops you from getting distracted by so many things. I mean, right now we have so many things coming at us in every single direction. Do we do real estate or do we do crypto? Do we do drop shipping or do we do crypto? Do we do real estate? Do we buy and hold or do we just flip? Do we assign every single deal? Do we buy apartments or do we buy commercial? What do we do? What is the vision? Right? There's so many things going around, and if we don't have a concrete idea of where we want to go in the life that we want to have, then we're going to get distracted. It's going to take longer. It's going to take longer because it's just like if you just hike up a mountain and you run into obstacles, you just are kind of zigzagging all around. But if you have a clear, defined path, you get it. And I know it's a played out analogy, but it's the absolute truth, right? Like if you know, you don't get in an airplane and just hope you know where you're going. There's always a destination. There's always something. You don't just fly around and hope to land somewhere. You have a specific place that you're going to go. And this is the blueprint that helps you put that together. Who's your squad? Who needs to be on that team? Who needs to be on that team so that you can achieve the goals that you want to achieve, not only for yourself, but for your team, right? What are you going to do for sales and marketing? How are you going to determine what is the core lead generation model of your business? What is the service that you're going to provide? Are you flipping houses? Are you providing people with the most unbelievable, remodeled, beautiful, country vintage, modern vintage house that looks so beautiful and everybody wants to take pictures when they come over there? Or are you just assigning deals? Are you just finding these properties for other investors to do it? Or are you holding these properties and you're putting them out there for housing for people? What is the service that you're providing? Because the service that you're providing is equal to the income that you make. We all know that, right? And then what's the impact? What's the impact that you make on your family? What's the impact that you make on your community? What's the impact that you make on the people that work with you, their families? What's the impact? What does that look like? What is that vision, right? So I challenge you And listen, we're going to get into text blasting. We're going to break this down. This is going to be the best episode we've ever done by far. This is exactly what you're looking for when it comes. If you're interested in text blasting, I'm telling you, we're going to get nitty gritty. But this exercise here to be able to determine what is your vision for your business is the foundation. That has given you your roadmap. That's the skeleton, right? That's the blueprint to make sure that you know where you're going. If you like that video, hit that subscribe button. We come out with new videos every single day. And if you want your questions answered, like you and I, one-on-one, make sure that you join us for the live show every single Wednesday. I will see you there.